Dear students, welcome to my video. Chapter 8 Comparing Quantities Part 1. Students, the word interest. It is very familiar because in front of the bank or post office or any other financial institution, you can see that 9% interest or 0% interest or 5% interest given by the bank or post office, etc. What is mean by interest? Interest is the extra money that a bank gives for savings or depositing money with them. Similarly, when anybody borrow money, they pay interest. Moreover, in a bank, you deposit some money. After 1 year or 2 year, 3 year, the bank will give an extra money. That extra money is called, or extra cash is called, interest. For example, here 100 rupee. You deposit 100 rupee in a bank. After 1 year, the bank will give 108 rupee. So here 100 plus 8. 100 plus 8 means 100 is the deposited money. Okay, you deposited the money is, or deposited cash is 100. But the bank will give 8 extra cash. That 8 rupees is known as interest. Here we have three things. One is 100 rupee is known as principal. Principal means the deposited money is called principal. And 1 year, the number of years. How many numbers? That is the year. Okay, 1 year, after 1 year, after 2 year, after 3 year. That is year. Then third one is rate of interest. Sometimes 8%, sometimes 10% interest, etc. That is called rate of interest. Similarly, we have to take, or we have to borrow some money from bank. That means education loan, vehicle loan, or home loan, etc. This type of names. And you can get some cash from the bank after 2 or 3 or 5 years or 10 years. After 10 years, you can return this cash full plus extra some money you will pay to the bank. That extra cash or that extra money is also known as interest. Okay. For example, you borrow some cash 2 lakh rupees from a bank for the vehicle loan, and after 3 years or 4 years you return back this cash to the bank. That means 2 lakh plus 1 lakh, that is 3 lakh rupees returned back to the bank. So this 1 lakh is known as interest. Okay, you pay 3 lakh rupees to the bank. That 1 lakh rupee is known as interest. Okay, usually the bank calculated the interest in two ways. One is simple interest and the second one is compound interest. So we have to discuss more about these two interests in this session. Okay. Then we have to discuss simple interest. Interest is said to be simple if it is calculated on the original principle throughout the year. That means using principle, we have to add the interest rate to the principal in each year. That is called simple interest. For example, here deposited money is 100 and the rate of interest is equal to 10%. So 10% of 100 means 10 rupee. Okay, so 10 rupee is the interest. So after 1 year, here the interest is 10. So this 10 is added to the principal, that is 100 plus 10, that's equal to 110. So after 1 year, the bank will give 110 rupees. Ready? Then same way, after 2 years, second year, after second year, again bank given 10 rupee extra. So that 10 rupee is added to 110. So 110 plus 10, that is 120. Then after 3 years, then again you will get a 10 rupee. So 110 plus, or sorry, 120 plus 10 is equal to 130. So after 3 years, bank will give 130 rupees. Okay, so you can understand that in a bank you deposited 100 rupee before 3 year, but after 3 year you will get 130 rupee. Okay, so that 30 rupee is the simple interest calculated by the bank. See this example here. First year principal is 100 rupee. That interest at 10 percentage means 10. That means after 1 year, that means year end amount is 110 rupee. Ready? Second year principal, there is no change in principal. Principal here 100. That is the important matter. In the simple interest, there is no change in the principal. Principal is always 100, and interest rate is 10 percentage, 10 rupee. And after year end amount is, the previous end amount is 110, and 110 is added to the interest 10 is equal to 120. In the third year, the principal is same amount rupees 100, and interest rate 10 percent is equal to 10, and here the last amount is 120, and 120 is added to 10, you will get 130 rupees. This is the method to find simple interest. Okay, then the simple interest we can calculate it by a simple formula. What is the simple formula? I is equal to P into R into T. Here I means amount of interest and P means principal amount, that is deposited money or deposited cash or borrowed cash. R means interest rate. Interest rate means 5%, 2%, 9%, etc. And T means amount of time or amount of year. How many years? That is called T. Okay. The next one is compound interest. What is mean by compound interest? It is calculated on the principal amount and also on the accumulated interest of previous periods, and can thus be regarded as interest on interest. Very simple way we can say interest is calculated by using principal and rate of interest. For example, here first year 100 rupee deposit in a bank, 10 percentage interest. So 10 rupee is the interest. Okay. So year end amount is 110 rupee. So you will get after 1 year 110 rupee, 110 rupees. Then second year the principal changed. Principal already you know 100, but in the case of compound interest 110 rupee is the principal. This is the difference between simple interest. Okay. Then 110 rupee is the second year amount, and 10 percentage of 110, that is 11 rupee. That 11 rupee is added to 110, you will get 121 rupees. That is the year end amount of second year. And after the third year, you will get 133.10. That is 121 is the third year principal, and its interest is 12.10, and added to the amount 121, and you will get the last amount is 133.10. Okay, this is the compound. This is the way of to find the interest or compound interest in a bank. Then we have to calculate compound interest by using formula. What is the formula? A equal to P into 1 plus R by 100 all raised to N, where A is equal to total amount after N years, P is the principal amount, R is the rate of interest, and N is the number of years. So this is the formula. By heart this formula. It's very important formula. By using this formula, we have to calculate compound interest. So we have to check one problem. Here principal amount given P equal to rupees 6,000. Rate of interest capital R or small letter R 9% per annum. Time years N equal to 2 years. So we have to find the compound interest. Okay. So first of all, we have to find the amount after 2 years. What is the amount after 2 years the bank will give? So for this, we have to use the formula A equal to P into 1 plus R by 100 all raised to N. Substitute all the values. A equal to P means 6000, 1 plus R means rate of interest, it is given 9%, so 9 by 100 all raised to N. N means a number of years, that is 2. Okay. Then in the bracket cross multiply, you will get 100 plus 9 by 100 and again 109 by 100 all raised to 2. Then A equal to 6000 into 100 not 9 by 100 means 1.09. So how many 2 times, that is 1.09 into 1.09. So multiply, you will get A equal to the last amount after 2 years, you will get 7128.6. Then what is the interest? You can subtract principal amount from the amount, that is I equal to A minus P. So I equal to 7128.6 minus 6000 is equal to 1128.6. This is the compound interest. Then some of the banks compound interest calculated by half yearly. Half yearly means after 6 months. After 6 months, the bank will give the interest. So here we have a problem. What amount is to be repaid on a loan rupees 12,000 for 1.5 years at 10% per annum compounded half yearly? So what are the given measurements? Here principal amount 12,000 rupees and our rate of interest, it is given 10%, but here calculated in half yearly, we can take half of 10, that is half of 10 means 5% interest. Okay, in the case of half yearly, we half of that given rate of interest, so 10 by 2 5%. Then n equal to 1.5 years. 1.5 years means how many 6 months there? 6 months plus 6 months plus 6 months, that is called 1.5 years. So how many? 3 6 months. Okay, so here n equal to 3, very important, n equal to 3 and r equal to 5%. Okay, by using this formula, A equal to P into 1 plus R by 100 all raised to N. Substitute the values. What are the values? P is 12,000 into 1 plus R rate of interest 5%, 5 by 100 all raised to N number of years is equal to 3. Okay, then cross multiply. So 1 into 100, 100 plus 5, 105 divided by 100. 105 by 100 means reduce, you will get 21 by 20. Okay, so how many 21 by 23 times? 21 by 20 into 21 by 20 into 21 by 20. After the calculation, you will get rupees 13,891.50. This is the amount repaid to the bank after 1.5 years. Okay. Thanks for watching my video. Please wait for next video. Thank you.